Well, we're under a week. We're actually like 4 days away from heading back out to Colorado for another elk hunt. What I'm doing this year, I'm actually shooting a different broadhead. So today we're out at the range. We're just going to do some last minute shooting to make sure everything's flying good. My actual hunting arrows are slightly heavier than my practice arrows because of the lighted nock. So that's going to add like another 10 or some grains to it. So we just shot one at 40 with the field point. This is going to be a field point too with the lighted nock. Just making sure that they're flying within where I'd like to see, and then we'll throw on one of the new broadheads and we'll check her out and see how she flies. Let's run down there and take a look. Not too bad. This is 40 yards. I'd say the first shot was much better. So we will throw a broadhead on there and see if the arrow rest needs to be adjusted at all. Otherwise it might fly right where it needs to. What we will be shooting today, and this year, is the Iron Will 100 grain broadhead. This is a titanium ferrule, grade 5 titanium. Blades are made of A2 steel. That's going to be a nice sharp steel. It's going to hold its edge very well. And I was looking on their website, I couldn't find it, but I remember seeing something where they said you could shoot up to 5 times in a Reinhardt target and not have to resharpen. So I'll just give you a quick look at it again. Right there, that is the Iron Will broadhead. It's a very sexy looking broadhead if you ask me. And all the reviews I've seen on it, they fly great, extremely sharp, hold their edge well. Everything that I am looking for in a broadhead. So let's launch one down there at 40 and see where it flies. Well, let's take a look. All right, so as you can see, I'm very happy with the way it flew. That's 40 yards, just a little off center. I'm not even going to adjust anything. I'm going to leave it as is. I did notice it did make some noise. Let me try to pull this out. Got some pretty good penetration also. Still going to be razor sharp. So I'm really happy with how these broadheads flew. I can't complain at all. I didn't have to move my arrow rest at all. Last year with the other broadheads that I was shooting, I did have to tweak it just slightly. Not bad at all. This year I didn't even have to touch it. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm happy with how it flew. With that said, get yourself a good case, something that's going to protect your broadheads, not only from dulling and rubbing on something, but also possibly damaging your bow or your hunting clothing, whatever might be around it when you're transporting to and from home and where you're going to be hunting. And you know, another recommendation would be to get a nice hard case for your bow. Protect your bow just like your gun. You want to protect it from any of the elements, any of the things that might happen during transport. These are the items that are gonna put that animal down, put it down quick. You know, and actually take something like this, or they make the little smaller ball one with you. I'm taking that to camp with me. I like to fling a few arrows, if not every day, at least a couple times throughout the hunt, just to make sure that everything's flying like it needs to. The last thing I want to do is pull the trigger on the release and find out that my sight had moved or that something else is going to go wrong. So get a case, nice hard case for your broadheads. Buy the best broadheads you can that you can afford within your price range. There's a lot of them out there that are really good. There's a lot of them out there that aren't so good. They're gonna, shoot them to make sure that they fly good. There's different types of blades that are gonna hold their sharpness much longer. This A2 steel is gonna hold it a lot longer than just some regular stainless steel razor blade that's on that broadhead. Yes, it's gonna be very sharp at impact, but it's gonna probably lose its sharpness very quick as it's going through that hide through bone, and you might not get the penetration that you desire. Pass-through penetration is what I'm shooting for and what I really would like to see. Better blood trails. If I goes all the way through both lungs, I know that I got myself an animal. So, well, have safe travels to everybody that's heading out west. Happy hunting, and we'll see you next time.